All right. Good morning, everybody. Morning. Good morning. Oh, absolutely beautiful, beautiful move. Wow. All right. Yep. Looking looking pretty good. Coming into the open here. For all you on the diamond side, pre-market game plan has been sent out. Levels are good to go as we are 30 seconds here from open, and per usual, 75-40 is the name of the game. If we get under 75-40, we're going low. We are going lower. I have to see what it looks like at the time where I like to enter Micah. But as always, guys, check trade ideas. And we are off. Still use Hikens. Everything is there, still everything I use today. Come on, Spy. I did not learn from Sierra. I'm simply one of her teachers in Crystal Academy. But no, Sierra did not teach me how to trade. Yeah. ES bounce off previous day low. Like I said, those buyers at 75.40, it's a real deal, man. It's a real deal. When do you think it's a good timeline for someone starting out trading to fully grasp it? It takes time, bro. There really isn't a like a set in stone answer. All I can say is this: like anything in life, right? It takes time for you to become good at anything. So if you fall in love with the process, time just flies by. It's just a matter of how you want to spend it. You know, you can't realistically speak about, well, you can't speak, you can't necessarily think about the money you're spending because you're looking at it as an investment in yourself, right? And time is the most valuable thing we have. So, how you wish to spend your time is teach his own. But I mean, if you're being intentional, I mean, you can pick it up within a year, right? But that doesn't guarantee you make money. It just may mean that you understand how to read a chart. But the battle of actually making money in this market takes some time because everyone has their own journey that they got to go through. I do one-on-ones and teach classes as well. For one-on-ones, you have to book in the link in my bio, or if you're in Crystal, you just got to go to the help chat, I believe, and that's where. Well, it's not the help chat, but there's a one-on-one booking for me or Yana. But I do teach classes in Crystal Academy, and I also have a catalog of well over 60 hours worth of trading education as well too. That is breaks down how I trade, the things I look for, and everything else. So, nothing I like right now on Naz, Sophia. I've been trading for going on 4 years now. It'll be 4 years in July, so just call it year four. It took me about a year ish, a little bit under, but close to a year. How do I feel knowing this is my current lifestyle? Blessed. I can't say anything more than that, man. Blessed. Just grateful and extremely grateful, and that's why I work as hard as I do and do a lot of things I do because and that's just it. Like I feel like when you love something, are you really working? You know, I don't think so. So I can't complain because I love what I do. But it first started off with falling in love with the process. Then everything else just kind of built after it. So appreciate that, Kevin. What setup do I need? You can get jiggy with just any computer for real. I mean, realistically speaking, could you start on a phone? Sure, but I don't recommend it. But theoretically, you could just start with a computer. It can be Chromebook or anything. But obviously, the better the computer, the better long-term investment for sure. But not to speak on anyone's finances, but I think that what you're paying for and what you're getting, I think that the MacBook Air is actually a great purchase. It's not going to have like the full blown, everything that like, for example, like my one has, but I think that the price for what they're asking for and what you're getting and the up to date tech, if I had to invest in a computer, it's the MacBook Air because you can keep that computer for years, like genuinely for years, and it connects to your iPhone if you have one. So yeah, I would say MacBook Air, but teach his own. Obviously, if it makes financial sense, go for it. But I will also say that even before, I've always been a buy once, cry once person. That's just been me my whole life. I would rather pay for something once to not have to buy it again. And that's just personally how I've always gone about things. But I would always kind of recommend MacBook, but teach his own. 2 to 3 usually. Corinne, what's the difference between Pro and Air? The Pro is like a V8. The Air is like a V4, V6. But no, really, really, the Pro is like a V12. I ain't gonna lie to you, and the Air is like a V6. But yeah, that's probably like the best explanation I could give. Like, yeah. So bottom line just has a lot more power than the other. If I'm speaking if I'm mansplaining right now, bottom line one has just more power than the other. So the best way I can explain it. Come on, 75-40. Take it out. Take it out. So Mac over PC, not at all. I mean, I think that that's a no. I would never say Mac over PC. Like in totality, no, because PC, like a Windows computer, from an actual environment perspective and integration, Windows is way better. It's not even close. Apple has a very closed off ecosystem, so it's very hard to pair and add things. If it's not Apple. So yeah, all right, getting under 75-40 here. Ideally, that's what I'd like to see. See if we get a strong close here, or just get a close here or something. But definitely looking at the shorts. Yeah, the membership is required to access anything from myself, Sierra, Rico, Wall Street, and Yana as well. Anything that we do recording wise, you have to be a Dime member to see. But I will say I will be uploading to YouTube soon, like just videos, and get more active on there too for you guys. When I say 75-40, I'm talking about a key level. Naya. Denial seems it had to come, but a lot of me do stay. What are some bad habits you see new traders struggle with? Where do I begin? Um, let's see here. It's everything because you don't know you, right? I mean, realistically speaking, a new trader struggles with everything. Like I can't even one thing, man. It's everything, But I think that the biggest one, if I had to say one, it's probably lack of patience and greed. But you're supposed to struggle. I don't know why anyone thinks that you can come into this and just be perfect, when you have to understand that trading goes against everything in human nature. So it's not going to be easy ever. But yeah, you're supposed to struggle. You're right where you're supposed to be. But you can get better. You can always get better. So, but not worry too much about it. I'm getting a very nice rejection here off that 75-40 over here on ES. Personally, I would like to see price retest that uh on SPY. If we could get possibly a retest of that 750-150, would like to see that too. But very nice rejection going on here. I personally very rarely ever trade the first 15 minutes of the day, so that's why I'm still on the sidelines. But once again, all I can ever do is give you all my analysis. You are more than welcome to take your own trades, but for me, nothing yet. But I definitely do like how we're moving so far. I mean, not to the T, Miss Santana, but they definitely doing away. But it's not perfect, you know. All right, coming up on that 15-minute mark, getting our orb. Let's get ready to rock and roll. But beautiful, beautiful clearance from Spy. Absolutely no problem with that. Now, realistically, as far as targets, like I said, we got room now for sure. But ideally on Spy for sure. Would love to see us get well, we'll get under that, but 7,500 is my next major key level. So realistically, we got room down to there before. I mean, ain't nothing stopping us. So I said, if sellers want to take us lower, they absolutely can. There's nothing stopping it. So nope, nothing for me yet. Mm-mm. As far as what I'm watching, obviously no ES. Love the melt, beautiful melt. That's 782 is another previous all-time high for NQ. So if we manage to get down there, like I said, definitely like that for sure. But not for me yet, personally. Getting a nice break, but I would like to see price retest somewhere to give me a better entry so I can manage my risk better. But if we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. Appreciate that, Eric. I'm just a firm believer in what's for you, you'll never miss. So there's never a reason to chase anything if it's not for you. I wholeheartedly believe that every day I'm on these charts. That's why I don't get really persuaded or led astray with whatever the charts do because I know what I'm looking for. And it's just my job to be obedient and execute with what I know. It's the only way you'll make money in this is by knowing what you're supposed to do and simply just doing it. That's why your emotions cannot be dictators. Can indicate, but don't let it be a dictator. But I just be chilling. Yeah, Sophia, I'm telling you, man, I firmly believe that the CIA is watching me whenever I live trade. It's a joke, but it's kind of not. But yeah, no, I definitely caught part of that move to the upside, but I caught it on the pullback to the 30-minute orb high, the retest, continuation higher. That was my move personally. But yeah. It's ES Destiny. And congratulations, Hooper. I just woke up. Nope, not at all. Been up since like 4 o'clock. I mean, everything looks good to the downside as far as thoughts on everything. I'm just ideally would have wanted to see price retest before going lower because I mean, usually on straightforward moves, I personally just prefer to wait for the retest. That's really all it is of my levels to take it lower. That's the whole point, right? But we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. Got a single pullback insight. All right, we're near that 782 on NQ. So Ideally, this is where, if we can get underneath this, like we should, I don't really see anything stopping us. This is where I feel pretty good about going short now. We'll see though. Ideally, as long as sellers hold this. What is that? Buyers defending that 782. Pretty aggressive. Still would have to overcome quite a bit for me to for this to realistically be considered a reversal. So I'm not really too worried. But ideally, if we get a close under 782, I like it. But still eyeing shorts to the downside. Morning, Ceci. There's one thing I can assure you that never lags is TOS. You fear something is different today. Wow. Wow, that's actually a first then. It's actually kind of crazy. Like literally. Trading views actually better today? Wow. Times are changing. I enter on Trade Evade. Yeah, buyers really defending that 782. Not much that really can be done about that. But as long as we're still under VWAP, I'll still maintain a bearish bias, but we'll see. But ideally, I don't know. Holding previous all-time high is a pretty important thing, so have to see how we do. But sellers do want to step back in. I mean, by all means, take it lower. I would like to think we have room lower. Doesn't matter if they want to take it there. The brokerage I use is Tradeovate. You either use Tradeovate or NinjaTrader for futures. Ideally, all I'm looking for right now, while we're just waiting here, just looking for us to continue lower past low a day. But if we fail to do that, then not really much that can be done. And this is what I mean, like for me specifically, about like usually with a 30-minute orb, which is also why I never care, right? In the sense of like what price does, and because I know that if we can't even clear a 30-minute orb, like if the best part of price action was the first 30 minutes of the day, that's not really days I'm looking to capitalize on. But obviously, you never know until as the candles print. But I'm not trading us. We're stuck inside this range. If we want to continue lower, by all means, that'd be way easier. But this is not ideally anything I'm trying to be a part of. So I don't think we pull back all the way back up to high day, but we'll see. Because Spy is getting ready to get back above VWAP, which will be very interesting if that happens. But Because this is almost textbook what happened yesterday. We sold off before just curling all the way back to the upside. But only difference is today is we are really, really below VWAP, unlike yesterday. I also want to say appreciate to all y'all on TikTok for all the likes. Just hit 11,000. Appreciate y'all, man. All right, SPY reclaim VWAP. So if sellers want it, they'd have to get back under it, which by the strength of this trend, I doubt it. I really strongly doubt it. That's a major, major VWAP reclaim on SPY. That is a major reclaim back to the downside. Does it hold is the real question. And do we continue to go lower? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. But definitely a good sign for sure. I'm looking at ES and NQ. I watch both along with Spy, but still just being patient here. But ideally, I need to see NQ put a new low a day. If we can put a new low a day, we're going lower. I don't even need to ask it. We're going lower. It's just a matter of, did we get it? Come on, sellers. At this point, I'm just waiting to see if NQ can put in a new low a day. If we put in a new low a day, we're going low. And that's what I'm looking for. It's just a matter of patience. I'll stay on though here for a while though. We'll see. At the absolute worst, I'll stay on here to about 10:30. Unless we just get back up. If we don't get back above VWAP, I'll probably stay on here to about 10:30. So I'll probably be on for another hour or such. But give me one sec. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Usually, Zay, by 10 o'clock CST, I call it. But today's a little bit different because we're so like deep under VWAP. I don't mind staying on a little bit longer. So as long as we don't make a serious reclaim back above it, I'll probably stay on until 10:30. But usually, I like to be done the first hour of the day. So just a matter of if we get it or not. David Barr, starving to say the least. Do I think ES could go down? I think, but I Price has to prove that. I mean, when we get down to the 850s on Qs in that 755 10 area on ES, it gets very, very tricky, you know. Clearly cannot go any lower. So that's why for me it's like I can think all day long, but Price has to be one to prove me right, you know. But we'll see. But we'll see. Broke. I mean, if you got in at 75.40, I don't know where you sized in at, but if just know like when you size in, it has to be early. Because even if you got hit with a pullback at 75.15, there's no way that should have affected you unless you sized in way too late. Like that's the thing about when you decide to add on to your position, has to be early. How do I record myself on TikTok and YouTube at the same time? Streamlabs. Wait, are you saying you added to the position after he broke 75.15? Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's way too wide. If you entered at around the 70 at the if you took the ES shorts at the break of 75.40, that is way too late of adding to position. That's why, because it threw off your average by on ES by 25 points. Yeah, that's a humongous offset. So yeah, if you wanted to add, it would have to been on the break of 75.40. Yeah, it because that's the thing about futures. As you add to your position, it moves your entry. So because that's where a new position gets made. So yeah, 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 no. But that's why I say too, sizing in, it has to be done early. If you're gonna hit the gas early. That's the best. Really, that's the only objective opinion I feel like anyone can ever give you when it comes to sizing in is if you're gonna hit the gas, do it early because it's about making your average relative to where you want to get in, to where you want to size. It has to be close so that way you can manage your risk properly. If you're getting in 25 points, which on ES is like, yeah, that's huge for like an intraday, right? If you're doing that, it's always gonna be the case. Zeke, I'm weak. He said, hold on. Literally how it feels though. And as far as what I'm looking for, I'm just looking for a break of low a day, which will clear our 30-minute orb. So if we can do that, that's really all I care about. But if we don't break low a day or get under low a day, I have no interest. So I digress. But like I said, I'll stay on till like 10:15, 10:30 at the latest. Corinne, seek help. I say that because I care. But you might want to get some help. Like immediately. Like don't even wait. Just matter of fact, leave the live, matter of fact, and just go handle that. Please. It's like not even a joke. I can't even laugh at that. Because out of everything I think I've seen in my life, that might have just taken the cake for the most unhinged. I miss when we knew less about each other. That's really all I'm trying to say. I really do miss when we knew less about each other. Because yeah, looking like a no trade day. It definitely is, but the beautiful thing about what I love about trading is you get paid for protecting capital too. Like objectively, every time I hop on the charts, I don't know if I'm gonna get. Hopefully, I don't get a flag for saying this on TikTok, but every time I trade, my goal is not to like blow my account up or yeah, it's not really what I want to say, but it's just a matter of living to see tomorrow. Can you survive the day? Because there's always tomorrow, man. And that's just realistically all you have to remind yourself of is you don't have to trade every day, but you do have to live to see tomorrow. And if you can live to see tomorrow, you'll be okay. Everything averages out as long as you know what you're doing. But you can't blow everything up on one day, you know. So, and I know for me specifically, I'm not if there are 2 days I am stingy mentally more than most. Mondays, I hate losing on Mondays because if you lose on a Monday, I mean, what a horrible way to start off the week, unfortunately. I've been there before. And sometimes it happens. But hate losing on a Monday because it's like, okay, well, it is what it is, right? And then I absolutely hate losing on a Friday because I hate going into the weekend knowing I lost. Granted, losing happens whenever, but if I'm gonna lose once again, I have to lose the right way, and it's always gonna be following my setup. And on a day like this week where I am 3-0, haven't had a single losing day, not a red trade or anything, I'm protecting capital because that's how you stay in the game. Like the better you are about protecting your capital, that's how you last. So, because man, I remember when I first started, boy, I'd be up green on the week, get to Friday, crash out. There was a point in my trading career that if I went green Monday through Thursday, I didn't trade Fridays. But man, if there's one day that's you got to be quicker than that. It is a Friday. I can promise you, it is a Friday. And that's why there's some people they just like genuinely. I don't blame anyone if you've been green Monday through Thursday. I'd almost advise you to like don't trade Friday. Just don't like don't even put yourself in that enjoy the 3-day weekend. You don't have to take that advice, of course, but I don't blame you if you did because it's just principle. If I hit Monday through Thursday or I'm just green, even if I'm just 2-0, 3-0, whatever the case is, why not? But for everyone on the diamond side, do you see how different, and this is what I love about just observing price, the first 30 minutes of the day versus the following 30? It's like two completely different sessions. We open the day just selling off with a melt, and now we're not moving it. And this is why, once again, for me, it's very easy for me to be patient because I know what I'm looking for. If we get the things I need to see, fantastic. If we don't, cool. I don't force anything, and that's the best advice, once again, I could always give y'all, man, is when it comes to trading with the trend, just following direction, I know what I need to see. And if we get it, low cortisol. And that's my objective every day is to take low cortisol trades because trading is stressful enough as is. So as long as you can figure out what works best for you, that's all you got to do. Just calm down, take it easy. I feel like there's a movie that came out I should go see, but I don't know what it is on a side note. But I would like to go to the movie theater. Backrooms. Yeah, I think I'm going to go see that this weekend. Backrooms. Yeah, I may go see that. I can hear it in your voice. It took a lot of pain to get this patient. Man, realistically, I teach you guys from a place of trauma, if I'm going to be honest. I, bet. Like I said, that there ain't nothing I ain't been through, ain't nothing I ain't experienced, man. Just know I've been there, done that. Go see scary movie? Might just have to. Might just have to. I've never seen Evil Dead. Never will. Like, this is me as a person. I don't mind a scary movie, personally speaking, like, within reason. Once we cross that board over to evil, nah, Blood of Christ, can't do it. No, sorry. I can't do it. Can't do it, won't do it. Nah. That's just me, though. Like, yeah. I'll watch a scary movie, but an evil movie? Mm-mm. I would even cause I mean, Sinners is in the category of scary, but bro, it's vampires. Like I'm not trying to be that person, but I mean, obviously, respectfully to each his own. But bro, I'm not scared of vampires, bro. Like, it's vampires, dude. Like, ooh, shiver me timbers, a vampire. Ooh, I grew up watching Blade. Trust me, the last thing I'm afraid of is a vampire. But the moment that we get into evil spirits, brother, yeah, can't do it, man. So. But like if it's like sci-fi fantasy, I'm gonna always watch those type of movies because that's what I grew up watching. But sci-fi fantasy, cryptid, oh yeah, I'm there every time. But Evil Spirit, yeah, I'm good, brother. Jade, I'm trying to tell you, hard pass. Honestly, Zeke, Blade club music might be top five cinematic scores in movie history, and I don't think it's ridiculous to say that. Especially the first Blade, yeah, yeah, like top five, and it's probably not even a joke. Mind you, it's the intro of the movie. Like I'd have been cutting up. I couldn't even blame anyone. So exactly. I'm really upset though that Marvel either canceled or delayed his movie or whatever. Or was it a movie or a show? Bottom line, I was very disappointed that they ended up delaying that. But y'all see the leaks for the new Wolverine game? I will not be leaving my apartment when it comes out. I will say though, if we don't get to in the new Wolverine game, if we don't at least get to fight Hulk, they fumbled. They fumbled so bad, it's not even funny. I still think I like the game, but if there's no Hulk fight scene, what are we doing? What are we doing? When GTA 6 drops, brother, if GTA 6 drops, if there was an over under on whether or not it gets delayed again, I would not be surprised if it does. But at the same time too, I really don't blame them. Like genuine question for anyone that games, has Rockstar ever made a bad game? If you ask me, I don't think so. I don't think that when you look at Rockstar's catalog that they've dropped a singular bad game. And that's a big reputation to uphold. So the amount of people you may upset by delaying it doesn't nothing is bigger than the brand. And that's all I'm trying to say. Nothing is bigger than the brand and no one is bigger than the program. So if they had to delay it to 2028, I mean, so be it. I just don't know why you would announce it, right? But and that's like my whole thing. Like, but that's also just my personality. I don't announce anything until I'm ready to do it. Because I hate pushing things back. So if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. But I'm also not in the industry, so can't comment. But I don't blame them for like, no, this thing is going to be perfect. So because the last GTA 5 was how long ago? And mind you, people still play that. Obviously, didn't have a choice, but the fact that game came out however long ago tells you a lot. So Red Dead Redemption 2 is the only game to make me cry. Man enough to admit it, proud enough to say it. Red Dead Redemption 2, grown man tears, bro. Grown man tears. Not like boo hoo hooing, but I definitely shed an A tier, man. That game, man, great game. Why? The story is just so amazing, you know, and that's just really it. If Rockstar, if Red Dead Redemption 2 ever gets made into a TV series, brother, I'm sad. It's the same thing with The Last of Us, you know. Now I didn't. Now I don't want to spoil anything for those that may not have seen the show, but I mean I didn't cry in Last of Us. But once again, Last of Us has an amazing story to it, which is why HBO took it on, made it a show, you know. But the game itself, amazing. Ending is a little subjective, but the game itself, no problem. And speaking of games, Price loves playing games down here, so it's getting to a point, man. Getting to a point. But what can you do? But yeah, I'll probably stay on to like 10, 15. And then after that, probably just hop off. And like I said, I'll just watch for low a day, see if we break it or not. But there's no point in trying to short this. We cannot go lower. And realistically speaking, the more that we attempt to go lower and fail, the less I have that this will work out. Because, yeah, but we're just moving sideways now, which sucks. But be like that. Um, YouTube always has. Oh, it doesn't matter what if it's me or anything, but YouTube always has a delay. It's never like in real time like Zoom is because it has to go through and stuff. So you have to check the Futures Beginner series, and when you go to the tutorials, that's where it's at. Buffalo sauce is in the back if they have. Nah, facts. Y'all know that scene from SpongeBob where he's like shaking the clock, like hurry up. It's kind of how I feel right now. Any day now, sellers. Any day. Don't be shy. Yeah, New York session. No, not really. I mainly just stick to New York. Still nothing yet, though. Well, this is a battle right here. But do apologize if I'm not talking. I'm just overly locked in right now. So, but if y'all been on the live, you know exactly what I'm looking at and looking for. So, all right, there we go. New lower day. All right, I'm taking shorts now. I'm in this very light though. I normally like to wait for candle closes, but this does look pretty good. So I'm entering this on like light size. Stop is at 782. If we get stopped out here, as long as we close with strength underneath this, we can always get back in. But I'm in NQ shorts. It's usually a little bit later in the day than what I would like to see personally. So it's just a matter of, there we go. That's what I like to see. But usually I like to be in something already. By now, this is a little bit late. But let's see if our patience pays off. That's what I'm freaking talking about. Let's go. Come on. Need you to go lower. As far as TP, what I'm aiming for, I mean, it's just a matter of if we get down there. But ideally, that 29,700, theoretically. But 29,700 is my ideal TP. Once again, aiming for 29,700. Only thing that is whatever, just concerning, not that big of a deal because we haven't hit it yet, but just need SPY to put in a new low a day. But that's looking pretty good. When we do have a level on QQQ at 722.20, I'll probably take my first trim once we hit down there, even if it's before we hit it on Qs, because it is a major key level. But I'm in the shorts right now on NQ. Aiming for 700. Aiming for 700 on this. Just need SPY to put a new low a day. We're basically right at it. Do not want to see SPY bounce here. But we should break low a day and melt, theoretically. Q's is going, just need SPY to follow suit. But aiming for 29,700. But don't want to see SPY hold low a day. So it's extremely important that we break that 748.20 level on SPY. Same thing on ES. But if we break that, we're going. There's literally nothing stopping us at that point. Just a matter of being patient. There you go, SPY. Come on, take us lower. Like I said, stop on NQ is at 782. So, see what all we get. Sellers. Need SPY to get aggressive here. As long as we struggle at low a day, Qs is going to struggle. So if Qs can just, SPY can just take it lower, there's nothing stopping us. Still aiming for 700. Come on, SPY. Q's still going lower. Come on, ES. There you go. Go lower. I'm surprised we aren't melting yet. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Still aiming for that 700. Taking trims off here though, just due to the sole fact of this is the level that I was kind of monitoring on QQQ. It's a previous all-time high. So just be sure to cover positions here to some degree. Don't want to get bounced at these previous all-time highs. So, but if we crash through it, we're going. But need QQQ to get under 722.13. We get under that, bring out the Brinks truck. But taking trims off here, that's what I'm talking about. Come on, baby, let's freaking go. I do this, man. I do this. God bless the day, man. God bless the patience. I tell you, man, I love what I do. I love what I do, guys. I don't know if y'all know this, but I actually do this for real. I know I may be new to TikTok, but been doing this for 4 years. Come on, baby, let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go. God bless the day, man. Ain't I freaking like that? Patience pays. If you learn nothing from me, man, patience pays. Come on. Moving stops to break even. Let's go. Let's go. Moving stops to BE. Risk-free trade. Does not get much better than this. Come on, dude. Patience freaking pays, dude. Patience freaking pays. Still holding this, by the way. Ideally aiming for 660. Them buyers ain't scared nothing, bruh. I ain't afraid of no ghost. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Like, come on, dude. So do notice though, do pay attention on QQQ. We are bouncing that 722.13 a little bit more than I like, which realistically speaking, if we weren't at a previous all-time high, I mean, I probably wouldn't have taken any trims wholeheartedly. But I mean, I don't know about you guys, but we're up. Like, we're up. But I just lightened down the position just so now we can just have runners. But that's what I'm freaking talking about. That's what I'm freaking talking about. Put a one in the chat if you made some money. TikTok, YouTube. Who took that? I mean, what an absolute textbook trade, man. I'm still in this, holding this, by the way. But absolute textbook follow through. Really does not get much better than that. And that's why I truly do pray if you learn nothing from me, what is for you, you will never miss. That's all I can ever say. If that is the only thing you ever take from me, is you will never miss on what is for you. Because even if you did quote unquote miss it, it always comes back. So did you really miss it? No. And now, with that being said, we are now 4 for 5 on the week. Not a chance on this earth we lose this trade. Now, once again, though, we'll say we're bouncing previous all-time highs on QQQ. So we got back above 722.13. Not what I wanted to see, but once again, stop should, if you're in this trade, all stops should be at break even. Because if we fail to get underneath that, we're not getting anything else out of this. So it's just a matter of location. That's all it is. It's just a matter of location. I would like to see us go lower to 760, but if not, no big deal. I mean 760. I would like to see us go to 660, but if not, it's not the end of the world either. $660 on NQ. Can I recap the trade? Just a breakout of a 30-minute orb. That's all it was. There's nothing really more to recap about it. Breakout of a 30-minute orb. If I had to like from like on my screen perspective, right? If we look right here, right in the bottom right hand corner for all you guys on TikTok, I played the breakout of this candle. Once we broke out this 30-minute orb, broke low a day, there really wasn't too much like I didn't need to see anything more than that. And most importantly, what sold me and how I knew that this 30-minute orb was extremely valid, okay? This low was the low of the 30-minute orb. Look at how immediate price hit the U-turn. You know, like when you understand levels, you understand, what are good signs and bad signs. It's a good sign if you want to be a buyer because it shows that price is defending it. But as a seller, I'm like, okay, that's interesting. So I know that if we can break 770, buyers were defending this. So if we break 770, who's stopping us? No one. And that's how we ended up with this move that we're currently in now. But like I said, I'm ideally aiming for 660, but we're currently bouncing previous all-time highs on QQQ. So you do have to give context to this trade. But yeah. So if we get it, we get it. If not, that's fine. But either way, stops are at break even. And usually, so understanding the chart, right, and dynamics, usually we should continue to sell off for the rest of the day. How long that lasts for, I don't know, but usually on moves like this, we are egregiously under VWAP, egregiously moving lower. Like I don't really think there's anything stopping us. Do I prefer 15 or 30? Mona, it really depends on the context for the day. Like genuinely, it just depends on the context. It's not like one is necessarily better than the other because all that they are is identifying range breaks. If you can find a range, you can find the break of it, right? So that's really all that it is. Um, but it's not that one is necessarily better than the other. It's just a matter of understanding the context of it. So I trade both. But yeah, but shout out to y'all who are patient though. Like I said, I will never guarantee that I take a trade on live, but what I can promise you, this is the only thing I say about myself. I will never take a trade that I can't lose. Like mentally, that is. Whether you choose to follow me is always up to you. This is not financial advice, but at the same time too, that's why I always tell you guys all the time, take trades you don't mind losing. You will end up trading better because probably the biggest thing that used to like wreck me early on in my trading career was that I would lose and that loss would ruminate in my mind all day, all week, to the next day or the next whatever, till I got out that drawdown. But when I started finally focusing on setups that, you know, I didn't care to lose on because I know that my conviction was there, trade a lot better. Moving stops in profit as well. I'm moving my stop down to seven. eh, Moving my stop on NQ down to 29,750, 55. 29,755. But once again, when you know what you're looking for and you know what's for you, why would you ever worry? I was shaking in this trade. You're funny. I understand it though. First time. By the way, absolutely hate how we're holding here on QQQ, but do I not call it? Chanel. Wait, I just got back on the Zoom. Jaden, you're still on. You know what's funny about your name? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to Chanel today. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, we just took a trade. So yeah. Did I make a bag today? I definitely made a Chanel bag. I definitely made a Chanel bag. I can promise you that. I definitely made a Chanel bag. At the bare minimum, not a Birkin, but we're definitely up to Chanel, you know? No problem with that. Definitely, we're definitely up a Chanel. So, am I in shorts or longs? I'm currently still in NQ shorts. I'm gonna need that. Cough it up. Uh, I didn't make it past second grade reading comprehension, so although I can read your sentence, I don't know what that means. So, um, sorry, I don't know what cough it up means. Never heard that before. Can you explain the 30-minute again? Absolutely, Reese. So, 30-minute orb, right? In the first 15 minutes of the day, price forms a 15-minute orb. In the first 30 minutes of the day, price forms price forms a 30-minute orb. My ideology when I go into every trade is I want to see price clear ranges. If we can clear ranges, are we going to get the drop? Hold on, hold on. Bottom line, if we can clear ranges, we can get follow through. Got to lock back in here. My bad, Reese. But bottom line, if we can clear ranges, we can get breakouts. If we get breakouts, we get direction. If we get direction, we make money. Ranges, breakouts, direction. That's my mindset every day I come into the charts. Ranges, breakouts, directions. If you can find the range, you can find the breakout. Find the breakout, that's how you get direction. Give me 29,660 and my life is yours. Please. Please and thank you. I have come to bargain. Dormammu. Let's make a deal. If we hit 29,660, I need everyone to tag me in Gains chat today. Deal? Can we make a shake? Can we make a handshake agreement? If we hit 29,660 while I'm here on the live, everyone that made $1 today Gains chat tag. That's all I ask for. I think it's a very, very, very fair trade. Like extremely fair trade. That's if we get it. If not, that's cool. I mean, if you want to, be my guest. But I'm still here, so it's just a matter of if we get it or not. What's another 30 points, right? If Spy breaks, yeah, if Spy breaks this once again, what's stopping us? If you want to as well, for anyone trailing this on NQ, if you want to, you can trail your stops down to 29,740. That should really lock you deep in profit in this if you want to. It's totally up to you, but 29,740 is where I'm personally moving my stop now too. But still aiming for 660. Hoping QQQ doesn't reclaim that 722. If we reclaim that, it's not looking pretty. And ES, unfortunately, at around, not even at around, ES is holding 7,500 to the T. Was, but that should break us. Go, go, go. If we close under that, go. Yeah, melt, melt, melt. Go, go. Break it. Go. You can do it. Like, stop playing around, Q's. Question: how much does the Earth cost? Can anyone give me the dollar amount for that? I'm curious. Would like to know the total down to the last penny. How much does the Earth cost? Appreciate whoever gets me that a specific amount back before anything happens. But simply, if you wanted a one-on-one with me, the link is in my bio on TikTok. But you can request either a 50-minute or a 1-hour call. But it's there for you if you wish to use it. Do I like trading Fridays or is it Freaky Fridays? I don't mind trading Fridays, but it's just a preference, to just what's a mindset for me to always protect capital on Fridays. Who's still holding this? Who's still holding this? All right. Come on, we're right there. We're literally right there. Okay. That's 660. Yep, that's 660. Yep, that's literally 660. Okay, perfect. I need every single one of you to go tag me in the game chat. God bless the day. That's it. I mean, wow, what a freaking banger. I mean, literally, what a banger Bangladesh of a trade. 125 points to the downside. I'm all out. Jaden, I love you. Love you too, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. What about me? What a freaking beautiful, wow. Freaking, dude. Praise God, man. Praise the Lord. I have nothing more to say. I have nothing more to say other than what an absolute beautiful trade, man. Absolutely beautiful trade. All I can say is this: if you're not in Crystal Academy, I'm not saying that anything other than why. I genuinely cannot ask you anything else other than why. I don't think there's anyone better than us, and most importantly, even if you did think, oh well, this Discord's pretty nice, my only other question is, how good could it be if I'm not in there? I mean, like, let's just be honest here. I mean, if I'm not there, how good really is it? But either way, that is all from me today. Beautiful trade. Absolutely textbook. I cannot be thankful for anything more. So, with that being said, to everyone on YouTube and TikTok, hope that you all enjoyed. Appreciate all the likes, especially all you guys on TikTok. 47.1 thousand likes. That is officially a new record. God bless you all. I'm gonna be hopping off here though, and yeah, y'all have a great rest of your day. We are off to an amazing start on the month. Let's get ready to run it back next week though. Bye.